Dear students of Greenland Public School Sibdhara, good morning. Dear students of class 10, again I would like to guide you in physics in chapter electricity in sequences. Perhaps it is 9th or 10th class. You will see page number 80, perhaps it is 9th class in sequence, and I have written the page number over here so that you will take in series. It is page number 18 now. Dear students, about resistance I have taught you I have taught you that resistance depends upon length, cross section area, temperature and nature of material medium. Earlier I have discussed about length and cross section area. I have told that if resistance depends upon length, if resistance is directly proportional to the length, resistance is directly proportional to the length of a conductor. That is, if length is doubled or tripled or becomes 4 times, resistance will also become doubled, tripled or 4 times. If length becomes half, resistance also becomes half. For example, if you take a conductor of 5 ohm of length 1 meter, if length is doubled, provided that thickness is the same, it means the new resistance will be 10 ohm because length is doubled, so resistance will also become double. If suppose a conductor is of 5 meter of 10 ohm and it is made half, that is, it is made of 2.5 meter, provided that thickness is the same, then again then the new resistance will be half of 10 ohm, that is 5 ohm. So we can say here length is directly resistance depends upon length, that is, it is directly proportional to the length. And now we also discussed about cross section area, that resistance of a conductor depends upon cross section area and it is inversely proportional to cross section area. Resistance depends upon cross section area also, but it is inversely proportional to cross section area. That is, if cross section area increases, resistance will decrease. If cross section area decreases, resistance will increase. And cross section area, that is area of thickness, depends upon the formula pi r square, because area is equal to pi r square and r is radius, so thickness also depends upon radius. So we can say here thickness, that is radius, also determine the resistance. If radius increases, area will increase. If area increases, resistance will decrease. If radius decreases, area decreases. If area decreases, resistance will increase. So these two things I discussed earlier. Now I would like to say about effect of temperature, effect of the nature of material medium and effect of temperature. Dear students, effect of the nature of material of the conductor. Different conductors have different resistance. Different conductors have different resistances. For example, silver, gold, copper, aluminum, iron have different resistances. If copper metal and nichrome alloy have equal length and diameters, suppose we are taking the examples of a metal and another of alloy. Metal has been taken copper and alloy has been taken nichrome. Then we can say here the resistances of nichrome alloy is about 60 times more than that of the copper wire. These two have not the same resistance. It means resistance of alloy nichrome is more than that of copper. Now effect of temperature. Fourth point is effect of temperature. The resistance of all pure metals increases on raising the temperature. What happens, dear students? The resistance of all pure metal increases on raising the temperature and decreases on lowering the temperature. Dear students, what happens about the temperature? If temperature increases, then resistance of pure metal will increase. If temperature decreases, the resistance of pure metal will decrease. But you have to pay attention, nota bene, that is dhyan de. In Hindi we can say there are some alloys whose resistances almost remain unaffected by temperature. Dear students, there are some alloys which do not have any effect on increasing or decreasing the temperature almost. So there are some examples of alloys. Manganese, it is an alloy of copper, manganese and nickel. Constantine, it is an alloy of copper and nickel. Nichrome, it is an alloy of nickel, chromium, manganese and iron. These alloys are almost and remain unaffected by increasing or decreasing temperature. So now next topic is resistivity. What is next topic? Next topic resistivity. Dear students, we have read by now resistance of a given conductor is directly proportional to its length. So we can say here R is proportional to length. Now also we have read that resistance of a given conductor is inversely proportional to its area of cross section. Therefore we can say R is inversely proportional to 1 by A. Then it is directly proportional to length, so we can say R is proportional to length and R is inversely proportional to cross section area. Let it 1, let it 2. If we combine these two equations 1 and 2, dear students, then we can say here R is proportional to L upon A. R is proportional to L upon A. So I have written over here if we combine equation 1 and 2, we get here over here that R is proportional to L upon A, that is L for length and A for area. And if this constant, this symbol of proportional has been removed by a constant that is read as rho or resistivity, so R is equal to rho into L upon A. Let it 3, let it 3. So resistance is equal to rho into length upon area. Here rho is a constant, here rho is a constant and known as resistivity of the material of the conductor. So dear students, resistivity is also known as a specific resistance. This resistivity is also known as a specific resistance, since resistance is equal to rho into L upon A. Therefore if you make subject rho, then rho is equal to, we can write here R into A upon L, that is resistance into area upon length. So we can say here resistivity is equal to resistance into area upon length. Let it 4, let it 4. Here rho is the resistivity, R is resistance, A is area and L is length. Dear students, if we take a conductor of 1 meter, if we take a conductor of 1 meter of length having cross section area of 1 meter square, if you take a conductor of length 1 meter and you take a cross section area 1 meter square, then it means here resistivity will be equal to resistance. So here we can say here, if we take here resistivity is equal to R into 1 upon 1 is equal to R. So we can define resistivity as follows. The resistivity of a substance is numerically equal to the resistance of a rod of that 1 meter rod of that substance which is in 1 meter. Dear students, we can say again the resistivity of a substance is numerically equal to the resistance of a rod of that substance which is 1 meter long and 1 meter square in cross section, that is here, because resistivity can be equal to resistance only when area will be 1 meter square and length will be 1 meter. That is why, so since resistivity is equal to R into A upon L, so we can derive the unit of SI unit of resistivity like this. Area of resistance is SI unit of resistance is ohm, SI unit of area is meter square and SI unit of area of length is meter. So here resistivity is equal to R into A upon L, and I have told that SI unit of resistance is ohm, SI unit of area is meter square and SI unit of length is meter. So meter square and meter will get cancelled, then ohm meter. What we get over here? Ohm meter. So we can say here the SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Nota bene, that is dhyan de, the resistivity of a substance does not depend on its length or thickness. Dear student, resistance depends upon length and thickness, but resistivity does not depend upon length and thickness, but it depends on the nature of the substance and temperature. Thank you.